I'm Elise. I live with my boyfriend, John, and our 5-month-old exuberant puppy, Raven. The biggest issue that I have with Raven is the nipping and biting. Hey, Raven. Raven's teeth are small now, but when she gets older, I'm not looking forward to her clamping down on my leg or on my arm.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? I'm Elise.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Too.
Oh,
This is Raven.
Look at this. Oh my. So this is the claw. Oh, hello. Whoopsie. I see that gate's effective.
Yeah.
She has some sharp claws on her. Ow.
Yeah, she does.
Immediately, Raven started to jump at me. She was also starting to nip me. And she grabs hold hard. Oh, I
Raven,
see.
off.
Wow.
Off. Raven, off.
When I sat down, Raven was all over me. She's very friendly, but she uses her mouth and she nips very, very hard.
And you can't even pull your hand out because it just rips on the way out.
It does rip on the way out. That kind of hurts, puppy. It's very normal for puppies to be mouthy and to chew things, but each time Raven's mouth went on my arm, her little sharp teeth dug in, and that hurts. Ow. Okay. Ow. I'm just one huge big chew toy, aren't I? This is really, woo.
Yeah.
Raven doesn't have any sense of boundaries. She's jumping up on me, John and Elise. She's biting my shoes, she's biting my clothes. Nothing that I can do can get this puppy off me. What do you do to discipline her when she is getting crazy like this?
We've tried holding her around the muzzle. We've tried rolling her onto her back. I've even tried biting her a couple of times so she would know how it feels.
You bit her?
I did on the neck, but it didn't work, so.
I'm not surprised it didn't. I have never, ever heard of someone biting their dog in order to discipline them. That could be incredibly dangerous. Can I see what she does when you hold her around the mouth?
Just like this. And then I'll usually make her sit before I let go. Raven, sit. Sit.
Okay, so that was awesome. And what do you do?
Sometimes I'll grab her like this and just hold her.
Right.
And then other times, if she's acting up, I'll pick her up either by the nape of her neck or like this and pretty much stare at her until she stops.
Okay. Okay. John also tries to discipline Raven by holding her up above his head and staring into her eyes and shaking her around the scruff of the neck. All of this stuff's a moot point. Raven isn't being disciplined at all. Those methods of discipline have been ineffective. How do you play with her?
I normally like to just grab one of her toys.
Okay, show me.
Play with her. Hey, Raybone, come on, come on.
But Elise isn't a fan of John's games.
I definitely think that John playing with Raven is one of the reasons why she's kind of aggressive playing. John is always riling her up and getting Raven to snap at him. When I come along and Raven's snapping at me, I'm not as able to deal with it as John would be.
Number one, she expresses herself with her mouth. It hurts. I've got all the scratches on my hands still to prove it. It hurts now, but when she grows into adulthood and she's orally fixated, wow. That is going to be very serious, going to be very, very dangerous. So we have to stop the behavior right now. It's very important for puppies to have play. But what is this all getting her riled up by playing with your arms in your hand? Encouraging her, saying, bite me, here are my hands, bite me. What is that?
I don't know, it's just the way I've always played with my dog.
You can't tell her off for nipping, yet encourage her to do that in play.
Victoria wants to instill a more constructive form of discipline in the house.
I want to stop her from mouthing so much and from jumping up. When I came here to observe, I mean, I was getting jumped up on when I was standing. Ow!
Yeah, she does.
When I was sitting. Ow.
I don't want Raven to continue this behavior, especially into adulthood, because then it goes from being just annoying to being dangerous.
So I want to do something that's going to address both the jumping and the mouthing. I want to do a removal technique. I'm going to use this. And the reason why I've got a chain leash is that when she jumps up to try and bite the leash, that's not going to be too pleasant. So I'm going to put her leash on. Yeah, don't feel good, does it? Mm-hmm. I'd like you both just to sit down on the sofa. Good girl. She jumps up on you or mouths you at all. Uh-oh. I just said uh-oh and removed her. Training a puppy should never be confrontational. You don't want your puppy to fear you by dominating it. So I'd like you to take over. I'm gonna come and sit down. Any mouthing, jumping up, biting, she's out, okay? Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Okay.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I'd like you to say, so it's a really clear, different marker.
Victoria still wants the couple to give affection,
Come here, Raven.
but if she starts to mouth,
Ah,
she is removed before the behavior can escalate.
nice, good. That's great, Elise, that's perfect.
After only a few attempts, Victoria's calm approach pays off.
Hi. Hi. Good girl. Hi, puppy.
After working with Victoria, I'm very confident that John and I will be able to train Raven to be calmer and to exhibit the good behavior that we want.
Now, John, I know you like rough housing, going like this, no more. The very fact that he played rough with her was actually encouraging her to bite his arms and his hands. No more rough play. The only interaction between you and her is nice, gentle stroking. Okay?
Okay.
It's important to praise a puppy when a puppy's done well. Mark every single good behavior. If puppy is praised for a behavior, it's more likely to offer you that behavior again. No more rough play. Redirect any chewing onto a toy. Practice with a chain leash the removal technique. You can do it when you're both here or if you have a guest come in. So good luck, and I'll see you in a few days.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very
You're
much.
very welcome. See you guys. Bye.
Back at home, Elise and John have invited a friend over.
Hey.
Hey, when I usually come over to Lisa and John's house, Raven's always very prominent. She's trying to bite everybody, basically. All right. And we're
Down. Raven.
sweet.
Let's go. Let's go. The minute Raven jumped up on Walter, I pulled Raven off and told her down. I took her off to the side and waited for her to calm down before I reintroduced her to Walter.
Perfect, Elise. By removing Raven when she jumps up, shows her that there are negative consequences to that behavior.
Hot.
Okay. And I'm
Raven.
wet.
Sit. Good girl. It took a couple of times of removing Raven and making sure that she calmed down before we reintroduced her to Walter. But after maybe 4 or 5 times, she was able to just sit down and not try to bite or mouth him. Good girl. Yay.
Well, I almost don't know how to react to that.
I was definitely surprised at how calm Raven was, and it lets me know that I can bring people over now.
I'm so proud right now.
At the end of the visit, Raven is just laying on the ground, almost closing her eyes. It's almost like she's tired. I've never seen Raven tired before.
Look at that. It's nice to see Raven lying so calmly on the floor. What a difference her behavior is to when I was first there.
Since the training, Raven is a lot calmer. She's not as mouthy. She comes to us for affection without jumping up more often.
Stay.
She's starting to listen a lot more.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site, positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.